Hey everyone, Mango7Roll here. How we doing today? Welcome to another episode of Epic 7, and today we have some people coming to me a little concerned, and that's because Epic 7 is rerunning 2 of their collabs very soon, and that's very, very good news for people like me, because it means we get to save and get some limited artifacts. But those poor people, those poor people that are stuck without every unit, they're going to have some trouble with how many good units we have coming to Epic 7 soon. And not necessarily good. I guess a lot of these, we'll talk about them in a second, are maybe not mainstays right now, but they're fun to have, and they're limited. It's so hard not to summon for a limited unit in Epic 7. So, yeah, let's take a look at what we have. So, first collab here is the Epic 7 Guilty Gear, and like everybody says, when Guilty Gear collab ends, that's when it starts, because it just keeps coming over and over and over and over. All I want is May. That's all I want. Give me May. I'll be very happy. But until then, we have these units here. We have Elfelt, Jacko, Baiken, Dizzy, and Sol. So Sol, you are going to be getting for free. Sol is just through the event. You do the story, blah, blah, blah. You get one of them max triple S. And everybody else is summonable. So there's a couple really, like, I think this is one of the most unique crews of limited units, I think. Because we've got Dizzy, who was just super dominant when she first came out. She's not so much anymore. I don't know how much better other units that do the same thing as her do, but I feel like she's still got a place. Like, there's so many times I'm in a battle where I'm like, Dizzy would win this for me. So I think she might be still a good one to summon. Also, if we ever do more PvE content, she's pretty fantastic there too. We then have Elfelt, and I'm not really sure about her. That said, I've only used her for one-shots lately. I tried to use her for PvE or PvP and it didn't work too well, but maybe that's my gear. Maybe it's my playstyle, but she's very good for one-shots, for hunts and stuff. I don't think she's too important whatsoever, especially since one-shots aren't too important either. We then have Jacko, and Jacko got buffed recently, and this is why we are doing my RTA series eventually. Because I want to know how good she is right now in RTA, and I actually don't know, but I feel like she's one of those units that if you are like super whaley and super insane gear, I think Jacko's going to dominate, but if you're somebody without like insane gear, I think it's completely fine. I think she's another optional character. Then we get to Baiken, and Baiken is, I think, the best one-shotter for Banshee 13, but again, one-shotting doesn't really matter. That said, she is a very unique character in terms of one-shotting capabilities, which means she can be exceptionally good for limited time events and stuff like that, which is why I wouldn't leave home without Baiken, just to have her in your back pocket in case they release some stupid PvE thing that she just makes it infinitely easy for, right? Yeah, so you've got 5 choices here. Honestly, if I had to pick one, I'd get Baiken just to be safe. I'd probably rank them Baiken, then Dizzy and Elfelt tied, then Jacko, then Sol. And we have this. Yeah, we have another one. This is coming. What day is it? What month is it? What year is it? This is coming very soon in next month, and it's going till the 31st. So we have quite literally an entire month worth of collabs coming up, and I'm going to get to save my bookmarks. I'm probably going to rage spend them somewhere. I'm not sure where yet, but as for these 3 units, you're going to be getting Ram free. I actually really like Ram. I think she's a great PvE unit, and I've actually used her in PvP recently for fun, and it's been great. She's going to be free. You can get her triple S, blah, blah, blah. And then we have the 2 summon units, the first one being Rem, and I think these 2 units are on average a lot better than the previous collab we just looked at, the Guilty Gear one. Rem is just an insane unit. I don't think you can leave home without her. She's not as dominant as before, but she is still like unstoppable. If you throw her into positions where she's good, she is not losing. Also to note, She is exceptionally good for PvE stuff. Like, for example, one of the hard events we recently did with Lethe, I use Rem. Actually, use Ram too. I use them both, I think, for funsy, without skills on, so she can defense break down. So she's like randomly one of the best defense breakers ever too. Really, really, really good unit. Would not leave without her. We then have Amelia, and Amelia's fancy. That's a good word for Amelia, right? Like, you know how you have Destina as like just a brute force healer, maybe not so much as anymore, and Ruel that's just like a revived brute force healer. And you've got all these other healers that just heal and stuff. Well, Amelia kind of does that, but just kind of fancier. Maybe that's the worst analogy ever, but that's what we're going with. I don't know how important she is. She's more of an RTA / Guild War unit, I think. And if you're the type of unit who, or type of person, you know what, do we scratch this whole video and just go, she's waifu as all heck, summon her? That's basically it, right? Like, who am I kidding with their skills right now? This is who am I kidding? This is Epic 7. So let's redo this review. Omega waifu on the right side, Omega waifu on the left side, Omega waifu on the middle. Summon for them all. They're limited. If you don't have any of these, absolutely try to get them. But realistically, priority, I would put Rem into Amelia into Ram. So that is a lot of new units coming. And we also have the new ML5 coming out very soon. I believe it's here, Navy Captain Landy.
Just as I planned.
God, do I hope I get this character. She looks so sick, eh? I love her so much. I really hope I get her. That would be insane. I don't have too much. I've got like 1,000, I think. Yeah, 1,094 Mystic Medals, but we've got a dream. So yeah, we've got a lot coming for those of you that are like me, which I think is a lot. Like, let me know in the comments below where you are. Are you excited for the collab units to come, like to summon them? I'm really curious with how many of these reruns we have, how many new players we get, if this is something that's exciting for you, you know? Like, for me, when I see this, I'm excited because I can save my Skystones. I know that's ridiculous, but that's where we're at right now. I have a month of saving Skystones for the next unit. But what about you? Do you not have any of the units? Are you like, what level or how did you miss them? I really want to know your story in the comments down there below. So we're going to stop here. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe as always, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, everybody.